I've never seen the Hulk back down from a fight. But you're doing this. You're doing this multiple times. And I mean multiple times throughout the film. Big spoiler again coming, guys, so if you don't want to hear it, please bugger off and come back again when you've watched the film. Because I want to chat about this film, and if you're just joining me now, there is going to be spoilers in this, so tune out or keep tuned to find out a little bit what happened in the story, guys. Hopefully my review is decent enough. I'm trying to get through all the scenes, because every single film that you have watched in the past, fuck knows how many years now, again, sorry for swearing, it is a late stream, so forgive me, if for every single, and I mean every single hero gets themselves a view on this film, they even get themselves, it's almost, you watch these TV shows when he goes from one person to the next person to the next person to the next one, back to the beginning, so on, so on, so on, so on. It does that throughout the film, and it doesn't make it, it works very, very well. The whole film flows completely well. There's no one point. None of the heroes really talk to each other either. So when you've got your Iron Man, your Spider-Man, and somebody else, I'll let you know later down in the film, later down in the video, guys. Because Iron Man and Spider-Man, they work together unwillingly, because you know they're in the, oh my god, guys, in the trailers you have a circle floating disc, or the halo, that is it's a spaceship. That's a strange spaceship. I don't even know why it's a ring, but it is a ring, a floating donut, as Stark calls it, which takes them to space. And was it Doctor Strange is the other guy that is with Doctor, again, he's at the very beginning, because back to what I was saying about Hulk, the Hulk gets his ass handed to himself by Thanos without trying, without using the gauntlet, just literally fist on fist. Hulk does not come out well in this film, guys. You saw him in the trailers? Bullshit. There's a little snippet you didn't know was coming, guys, eh? The Hulk in this film is a wuss. A big bloody wuss. He makes his appearance again once in the beginning of the film to fight Thanos, and that one fight with Thanos scares him so much the Banner has to do the Hulk's job. And the theories on was it the Lego? There was a big uproar about the Lego and the Hulk being in the Hulkbuster, the Hulk being in the Hulkbuster suit. Technically, the Hulk's in the Hulkbuster suit. Technically, but technically doesn't mean really, because obviously you got Banner and the Hulk. They coexist in the same body, on the same area of mass, shall we say? And yes, the Hulk is a pussy in this film. I have never seen, not once have I seen the Hulk back down from a fight or not get angry enough so he can just get you know, I'm angry, I'm getting angrier. This is the Hulk's rage machine, isn't it? I get angry, you get your ass kicked, I win, calm down, Banner. That's generally how it goes. Not on this. Not today. We had he had his battle, and Heimdall, Thor's best friend, the one that opens the Infinity Gate. I know it's not the Infinity Gate, but I'm going to call it Infinity Gate. Up the Rainbow Bridge. That's the one. He opens the portals to then take Thor and all the other team wherever they got to go. Well, he holds that power. I never knew this, but he holds that power in himself. He can control it with just a thought. Well, Heimdall knows what's going to happen to himself. I won't tell you too much, I won't spoil the film too much for you guys, but go and watch this film so you know what I'm talking about. Because some of these references you won't quite get, but once you watch it, you'll be like, ah, yes. Now I understand, and you wish you didn't. But anyway, guys, Heimdall, he's on obviously the Asgardian ship because he's Asgardian. He gets his. We never see him fight because he's already defeated before the Guardians turn up to the ship to help. And the Guardians are too late because Thor and the team, or his team, are battling Thanos, and Thanos again wins. Takes out a lot more than you would think on that ship. You know, his half and half rule. He doesn't leave half of the ship alive. No, not at all. The ship gets obliterated. Thor gets blasted into space and hits the Guardians as they're on the way to help. I'm just remembering it now, guys. They don't actually enter the ship. Thanos destroys the ship before that, but this is where the Heimdall comes in part. Hulk is Hulk. Heimdall knows that he is the Earth's strongest hero, so he sends Hulk, because he's on the Asgardian ship out and drifting into space. He sends the Hulk back to Earth. He sends the Hulk to Earth, to a specific place, and that specific place is the domain of Doctor Strange. So you get to see Doctor Strange definitely in this, guys. He plays a huge role in this, and the huge role towards the very end of the film that just tips the tide for Thanos, and nobody saw it coming. I won't tell you what happens there because that is a huge spoiler, guys. The time stone is a key part, and again, guys, I won't get to that far unless you guys want me to tell you what happens with the time stone. I ain't gonna tell you that because it will spoil the film for you guys, and I'm not all about spoiling films. I just want to have a chat and I want to tell you guys what's going on. The key parts do you think where the theories, I'm proving them all wrong. Well, the theories that I know of and what I've heard. Again, guys, where do we get to? This is just the beginning where I've gotten to. I might have to do 2 or 3 streams just to get through the whole of what happened in this story, this film today, guys. Oh my god. Where do we get to? So yeah, Heimdall throws back Hulk to Doctor Strange's. I can't think of the bloody place it's called. It's house of it's fun house. It crashes through the roof, smashes down into the stairs. Kind of a throwback to the first original Avengers film where he just falls from the sky and lands in the thing, and the dude's looking over him like, "What happened to you? You're naked," sort of thing. Would you like some trousers? And so I can't remember his understudy as well. I can't think of the fucking names of none of these characters, guys. It's all in my head. If you know what they are, please let me know in the comments. That'd be really appreciated. And again, guys, if you're watching this later, feel free to leave me a comment still, and I'll get back to those comments. And if I'm incorrect with some of the ways of what I'm telling you, please let me know if you've already seen it, and I'll do a re-review of what I've already said. But yeah, guys, It's taking me pen here. I need a bit of nicotine because I'm a dumbass. Don't smoke, guys. Don't smoke. It's one of those things you'll ever do. Vapes are even worse. But back to what I was saying. Hulk in the sanctum. I can't say the word. Into the sanctum he falls. The first thing he says is, Thanos is coming. And Doctor Strange looks over him and goes, who? And then you get cut to the next piece, which is the first sight you see of Iron Man. And Pepper Potts actually is in this film for once, guys. So Pepper Potts is in this as well. No spoilers there. And there's another little thing that Iron Man and Pepper are engaged, guys. They are engaged to be married. So if you didn't know there's a little spoiler. Okay, it's not a huge one. Doesn't play much role in the film, but they do say it, so that possibility that's gonna come out soon, or something's gonna happen with that. And then was it Doctor Strange goes to Iron Man and says Thanos is coming. Stark looks at him and goes, say that name again, because he already kind of knows what's happening. You know, kind of Thanos. That rings a bell. Oh shit, he goes. Well, not because he doesn't. There's no swearing much, because Captain America doesn't like swearing, as you know. So then he takes him back to the Sanctum, has a good old chat with him about Thanos and all the different things, and Banner's telling them about how Hulk got his ass handed to him. Then you go and you get swift away from there. It's back to the Guardians again, where they've picked Thor up. This is after the ship explodes and Thor's Hulk's been chucked back to Earth. You cut back to where the ship was as the Guardians are approaching to save it. They were going, oh gosh, shit, we're too late. So yeah, that they've gone, oh shit, we're too late. And after that happens, Thor, it's a very funny scene. You know, road trips, and you get bugs on the windscreen. Well, Thor's a bug on their windscreen. Rocket goes mental. Oh my god, wipe it off, where's the wiper fluid, sort of thing. And he's going, oh my god, wipe it off, and everybody's screaming, oh god, where's that, get it off, sort of thing, as if it was some sort of alien bug. And then Thor opens his one good eye. Let me in, sort of thing, he says. Now they obviously let him in and bring him into the ship. He then continues to tell the Guardians what Thanos has done, what Thanos has achieved from what happened to his brother Loki and Heimdall and Banner. Obviously they don't know Banner, but he tells them what happened, and then decides that he needs, make me think now. Yes, he needs to get himself to the one of the forges where he can make himself the Thundercrack. Fuck knows what the thing's called. I do know what the thing's called, but the axe. Thor gets himself his new weapon, or was on his way. Two choices, because Gamora obviously is the child of Thanos herself, and thinks, right, this is it. This is the only chance we have. We've got to go and stop Thanos. So they set off on their two different paths. One's heading towards Earth, where Thanos is heading to, because they know that there's two stones on Earth. So Thanos knows that too, so he's heading to the Earth himself. He's sent his Black Order already, and they're on their way. And there's we leave it there. We then cut to what's her face, Scarlet Witch and Vision, who's holding the Mind Stone in his brain. He's getting a little bit of blinky, painy. He's getting little mad headaches from the Mind Stone, telling him, warning him basically, something's coming, get your shit together. So he's thinking to himself, right, I gotta leave. I gotta go somewhere, I've got to get the stone out of my head. And as they're planning that, Scarlet Witch and Vision, who is looking very human, I must say, to blend in, maybe? I'm not quite sure. But he's looking very human, so I think the relationship between Scarlet Witch and Vision was making progress there. Check back on the end of the film to see what happens with Thanos, what Thanos does to get the Mind Stone, because obviously, guys, he has to get it, because else he doesn't get to complete the Infinity Gauntlet. And towards the end of through the film, guys, he makes his way, finds where those guys are, but he's not where he starts originally in the film. He makes his way, I think, where were they doing now? Yes, here we go. This is where you first see Vision, Scarlet Witch, making their way to hide. They get there, they get ambushed by the Black Order. And the Black Order, there's two people, can't think, so I'm really bad, sorry guys, it's literally coming back from the film, so I'm sort of still processing a lot of things. I'll come back later on, make a full video on what actually happened with those guys and all the different names and things like that. I'll come up with the guys that were seen in this film and the other guys that possibly going to be seen in the next film, and the next Infinity film. Oh my god, guys, they have to definitely pick their shit up when they make that one. Because the Infinity Gauntlet is one of the most I would like to wield it, let's just say that, and if anybody would mess with me, they wouldn't mess with me very long. The Gauntlet rivals Thor's hammer, and it was created, spoiler guys, spoiler, was created the same place where Thor is heading to make his new weapon, the Thundercracker. He finds himself a dwarf and asks him, can you make this for me? Because that's where his first hammer was created. And he goes back to the same place to ask the dwarves to make him another one. He accepts after telling his story, because Thanos goes to see him. God, I've lost where I am now on the film. I wish I could remember what we got to. Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, yeah. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, they pick up Thor, go on their two separate missions. One's to stop Thanos to Nowhere. If you guys don't know where Nowhere is, check out my Guardians of the Galaxy stream and on the playlist. That will explain where Nowhere is. If you don't know where it is, you need to go and check that one out. It'll explain more. And there's a few, actually, if you've seen the film, go and watch the stream, guys, and there's a few more tips and a few more tricks on who and what and how certain things may pull out on the next Infinity War film, as in the Infinity Forge. Little drop there. But yeah, guys, go check that one out. But as well as saying, the Thor and we've cut then. Thor's on his travels and he's gone with the team. Are split into Gamora and Star-Lord and Mantis and Drax. They're the team that heads towards where Thanos is, and they don't head to Earth. I forgot that they didn't head to Earth. They actually head to Thanos' homeworld, where the big donut that was traveling Doctor Strange and Iron Man and Spider-Man, they all eventually head towards the same thing. Gamora and Guardian, they're at the other side of the Guardians that have separated from Rocket and Groot with Thor to go and create their big new next weapon. Where are we going here? Have a quick drink. So we're there. Okay guys, I'm just having a quick think. There's so much in this film that happened, like ridiculous amount to try and tell you all in one go. Like again guys, I might set up another stream tomorrow so you guys can chat again. This one's quite late for some people, but if you're checking this back later on in this week, definitely guys come and let me know in the comments, or let me down on my Instagram if you have seen this and you want to know more and more detail, because I'm being very vague because I don't want too many spoilers guys, because you definitely need to go and check this out. You don't want to be spoiled. Go and check it out, come back and tell me what do you think. Anyway guys, I'll continue. So we've left off with Thor, gone off into the Forge, and we are now on with Nowhere, where Thanos is stomping on the Collector. Thanos is stomping on the Collector, saying, "Where is it? Give it to me. Where is it?" He's saying no. Strangely, you would have thought he'd just give it straight up. I'm thinking he was going to give it to Thanos himself. You find out he's what is it? He's saying no, I'm not going to give it to you, and he's like squish on his chest, give it to me, and he's refusing. He's being out of sorts heroism. He's doing his best to say no, I'm not going to give it to you. You're not going to get this. But guys, again, spoilers. Tune in later, fast forward. You find out that Thanos has already got it. But before that, Gamora has a fight with Thanos, along with the rest of the team that's gone on there. They are on Nowhere, which is obviously where the Soul Stone, Red Stone, is being held by the Collector. As Gamora takes Thanos out, kind of like what they do in the stream that I put out on the Guardians of the Galaxy Let's Play. Again guys, go and check that one out. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and there'll be more videos coming out on that one. Gamora manages, believe it or not, to stab Thanos in the neck, and then stab him in the side. Thanos then now drops to the ground, and as he does, Gamora's crying, sobbing, kind of because she sees him as a father. Because you find out a lot more what happens to Gamora, or how Gamora became the child of Thanos in the film. Again, you also find out a little bit more in the stream that I've put out for you guys in the Easter holidays, so you're going to go check them out. Guardians of the Galaxy, it's all there in the playlist. You find out how the relationship started with Gamora and Thanos. It wasn't the best ways to start a friendship. Sorry about the internet quality, guys, but you generally only get my voice today. Just give it a couple of minutes, let it sort itself out. But yeah, guys, that happens. Gamora's kills Thanos, or so we thought. He's already got the reality stone, and it's all a big ruse because he knew that Gamora would come and try and collect it, because he knew that she had taken one there already. He completely obliterated nowhere, as you would have thought Thanos would, and hiding it from Gamora with the reality stone. Then there, he gives Gamora a chance to stand by his side again. She refuses, then he basically forces her. She has no real... she's afraid of him, should we say, so she kind of gives in to her father and stands by his side, crying, sobbing. But before that, she asks Star-Lord to do something. Again, guys, I'm not going to tell you what she asks him to do, and I won't spoil it for you. But there's a pact made between them. The pact is kind of honoured between them. Thanos forces it, and then poof, they're both gone. He takes her back to the ship where he's travelling towards Earth, but he isn't really travelling by a ship after this point. He's got all stones that he needs to be able to poof off around wherever he likes, create a portal to whatever reality and wherever part of the universe he wants to go, or sorry, say universe, galaxies, whatever. Yeah, the universe. Goes wherever he likes. Name's the universe. Goes wherever he likes. He's popping back from Earth to his own planet, and by this point, on his home planet, you have the reason that they get swept up into the big donut is one of the Black Order captures Doctor Strange, who is holding the Mind Stone. The Mind Stone can't be released from Doctor Strange unless it's willingly given. And as you can imagine, he doesn't willingly give it at all. The end there then gets captured. Spidey and Iron Man take... There's a few more references to a few old films, aka Alien films, Terminator films. But they're insequential. They don't really mean much. It's just Spidey flapping off to, like he did in the first film, Civil War, that he popped into. Just, no, do you remember that film? You remember that? You remember that sort of thing? He's just shouting out. And there's no Star Wars plugs, I don't think, but shitloads of plugs for ice cream and other crap. It's almost that you may as well have them standing still in the middle of the film, holding it up next to them, smiling, going la 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 ice cream. I mean, shut up. I don't want plugs in a film. If I wanted plugs, I'd watch an advert. You know what I mean, guys? Ben and Jerry's is one of them. I'm not a sponsor, but that's one of them. It's like, what? Shut up. I don't want to hear that crap. Don't need to hear it. Make something up. You know what I mean? That's what every other film does. Make it up. If you want, there you just get your things. Plugs. Absolutely horrendous plugs in this film. Okay, on Thanos' planet. They've now crash landed because they can't land it. Because old boy was a big fella, as he said. The Black Order guy that is with them, he gets defeated, hence them crashing because they can't steer the ship. Because it takes two of them, and it should only take one of them. Like I said, they crash land, realise where they are. Guardians, they're then on the planet. And as they crash, you flip back to Scarlet Witch and Vision. They're getting attacked by some of the Black Order, who have come looking for the stone. Obviously, they track down Vision, and then you know that scene that you see in the trailers where one of the Black Order is digging out the stone. They don't succeed because Captain America Hawkeye, no, not Hawkeye. Actually, Hawkeye's not in this film, guys. Just now realised he wasn't in this film. Haha! I did not know. I didn't click till now. No, he wasn't. Hawkeye wasn't even in the film. I can't think of the fucking name of the Hawkeye. Again, guys, let me know down in the comments what his name is. I can't think of his name. Hawk. Is this called Hawk? Not Hawkman. So, Falcon is there, and who else turns up? Black Widow. So Captain America, Black Widow, and Raven is there. They defeat very easily the Black Order. Captain's there is going, you're not going to defeat. We don't get taken down easily, and they just kick their ass, like severely wipe them out. So they run off whimpering. They run off whimpering. After that, you then cut back to where we're back on. Still on Earth? No, we're not on Earth. You then cut back to where Thor is, and they're in space, about to approach where the original Thor's hammers were created, along with, again, like I said, the Infinity Gauntlet. To create Thor's new weapon, and Thor's new weapon, the Thundercracker. Thundercracker is very formidable, but the process they needed to make it has been decommissioned by Thanos. Not destroyed, just decommissioned, stopped, ceased. We find the creator of the weapons, the dwarves, which are kind of large for it to be dwarves, to be honest with you. And that guy from loads of films, I can't think of his name now, the shorter guy in Game of Thrones, one of the kings. He's the dwarf who plays the dwarf, and he's been visited by Thanos already, obviously, to create the gauntlet. He was forced, given the choice once again, your people or the gauntlet. Make it and you're spared. He lied. He takes out the you don't see any of this, it's just a story that the dwarf tells you. The dwarfs have been ceased, bar one who needed to create the gauntlet. He obviously creates the gauntlet for for Thanos. That's, again, we just hear about that. We don't see any of this. I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest. I want to see more about the dwarves because they're quite interesting. They're as big as a house. For a dwarf to be as big as a house calls it a giant to me. Anyway, guys, we'll rift over that. We'll call them the dwarfs, as they're referenced as. As that is going down, you get a a decent reason to why what happens to you have to restart it. They restart a sun, basically. Power of the sun in the palm of their hand. Well, it's not in the palm of the hand, it's in Thor's ability to turn it on. They do their best to turn it on. They manage to turn it on and then create a thundercracker. We then cut back. No, we cut to Wakanda, where Vision has just been taken to, because they think they can, because Banner's on Earth, and they've got also the whole team, basically anybody that's left on Earth, they've now gone to Wakanda to talk with Black Panther and talk with their team of technological advanced people. I take her to Shuri, I think her name is, Black Panther's sister. She says yes, she can remove it, but it's going to take her a while, because what they want to do is remove the crystal and destroy it, because Scarlet Witch has reality bending powers and can obliterate it. So they try and remove it, and that goes on for a while. It's not boring, it's very interesting and very intricate, and takes another spin to how and what Vision's role could be in the film as it goes on. Because obviously if he removes the stone, it's just a robot. They're there on Wakanda doing the thing, saying about this. Thanos doesn't turn up this point, because then we flip back to, where are we to now? Flick back to the Thanos' planet, and Thanos is then gone to coordinate and meet his Black Order son to pick up the stone that he was supposedly meant to have taken off what's his face? Doctor Strange. The stone, he's going, no, you're not having the stone. He tries to take it by force, can't take it by force, because the stone is obviously protected by magical forces. The magical forces then are brushed away by Thanos. Doesn't matter what they try to Thanos, they will nearly defeat him, and they nearly do, because like I said, the Guardians, that includes Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord and Gamora. No, it doesn't. Gamora is on the planet, but is standing the side of Thanos. No, he's not. No, he's not. We flipped to somewhere else, guys. I've completely missed a cut. I've completely missed a scene out. After the Thundercracker, we see Thanos looking for the Soul Stone, the White Stone. The Soul Stone needs to have a tribute, but you'll never guess who tells them that he needs a tribute. Now, you know how Captain America fell asleep after defeating the Red Skull, guys. You know what happens to the Red Skull at the end of Captain America, first film, first Avenger? That gets tied up. We find out what happened to the Red Skull. He is he's still alive, guys, and the protector, or the knower, I can't think of actually what he calls himself, of the Soul Stone, tells Thanos that he needs a tribute. He must kill somebody he loves to be given the Soul Stone. Thanos has a great love and cherishes Gamora, as you find out throughout the film. And you find out why. again, guys, check it out. Chooses, as you would imagine, that Thanos is he's heartless. He's a heartless bastard, but he has one great love. One, not love, should we say, because you find out later on, and I won't spoil it too much, but check out the comics for what his true love is. But he takes Gamora, speaks with the Red Skull, poof, Soul Stone. Gamora does not come out well from that at all, in any shape or form of that. Again, guys, that's a spoiler, so if you don't want spoilers, don't keep watching, tune off, tune out. And after we've got that scene, got that done, then we cut back to where Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange have crashed on land, and the rest of the Guardians are not short behind. They also have Star-Lord, Mantis, and Drax. They're all arguing, going, "This is my plan, that's my plan, my plan." And Stark, is being his normal bossy self, goes, "We need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this." And obviously the team of the Guardians, they're used to winging it, so they argue about their team, they will argue about their methods. But then they all hear and know that Thanos has returned. They all scatter, and all you see is Doctor Strange sitting there going, "What's up?" kind of thing, chilling, like, "Yeah, whatever, man, yeah, you're Thanos, I'm Doctor Strange, what you can do about it," sort of thing. And Thanos goes, "This," basically, and but before we can go do anything, the Iron Man comes flying in. Spider-Man comes swinging in. They all attack at once. They all get battered off via the gauntlet. He uses every single one in different ways to defeat them. But they get the upper hand for a brief blink of a moment in the film, guys. They get the upper hand on Thanos via Mantis. As you know, Mantis has the power to bring down a god, or make them go sleep at least. Sorry guys, having another think while I refresh my mind again. So we're back to Mantis is sitting on top of on the shoulders of Thanos, making him, well, trying to make him go sleep. But as he's got the powers of a god, and a god himself anyway, and the powers of the gauntlet, he's fighting very hard to stop it. But it does give the team a momenti to try and get the gauntlets off, because if they remove the gauntlets, Thanos is just Thanos, and they can take a Thanos down or imprison him or whatever they would need to do. And boom, there he goes. They get very close, but Quill, Star-Lord, wants to know where Gamora is. Thanos he's under, but he's able to chat. It's great morning as something happens to Gamora, as I just told you. Mantis then says he's in great mourning, he's in great pain. loss of. So then he's Star-Lord's that a little bit angry now, and angry he does, and he fucks the whole plan up. Sorry for swearing. He completely messes up the plan that they came up with. Obviously, they like to wing it, whereas Spider-Man and Iron Man, they're a team and they work together and they come up with plans. Yep. So that again, that happens. And then we cut to... where am I going now? We cut back to Wakanda. And at Wakanda, this is after Thanos and... no, you cut back to Wakanda and you see all of the rest of the Black Order land on Earth where Wakanda is and decide that they need to keep barrier up. They've got a force shield, as you saw in Black Panther. The Black Order are going, let us in, little pig, let us in, or we'll blow your house in. And blow it in they do, but they don't get in very easily. They send their hordes of alien troops to take down the barrier. The barrier's holding very well. You have Captain America and Black Panther, they're all there, and the team that... so who do we have on Wakanda? All of the guys from Wakanda, obviously. That's all the guys from the film that you know about, they're all there, obviously. None of them get left out. Literally not one character has been left out of this film. Every single character you've seen throughout the films via Ant-Man and... what's her face? Wasp hasn't got anything to do with it. She's coming out in the next film. There's a couple there, but a couple not there, but you wouldn't notice them not being there because you know the new film's coming out soon. So check back for that one for my review on those films. Again, we're in Wakanda. Battle, hordes, force of shield. The hordes are forcing their way through the shield, but not getting through really. Again, we've got Black Panther, Captain America, Black Widow, not the Hulk, Bruce Banner, because again Bruce Banner plays a very key role through this, because the Hulk doesn't want to come out and play, not after his fight with Thanos and gets his ass handed to him. So throughout the film, Hulk is not coming out to play. Well, again, I won't spoil it too much for you. There's things through the film. Banner is a very key role in this. He actually gets screen time this time. I say he always gets screen time, but he gets a bit more than he normally does. What else is there? So we've got Scarlet Witch is there as well. Vision, obviously. Think now off the top of my head. Everybody in the thing. Oh, Banner. Yes. You know how there was a theory that Hulk was going to be wearing the Hulkbuster gear? He does. As Bruce Banner. Again, guys, the Hulk doesn't want to come out to play. Banner needs something to Hulk out. So he hulks out in the Hulkbuster suit and goes into battle with that. So strangely knows how to control it quite well, but when he's trying to run. which is hilarious. So they're all standing in ready. Hordes are coming through. Cap's going, if these guys get behind us, we've got no chance. They therefore, they break the barrier to bring in the hordes, so they can attack them in one fluid, funnel them into one area, take them all out. Cutscene back to Thanos battle. Doctor Strange does his thing. Again guys, this is a fucking huge spoiler, so really, I'm not even going to apologise for swearing on this one. Do not listen to this if you do not want spoilers. Doctor Strange looks through his Eye of Agamotto and looks into the different realities and tries to find what realities, what actually happens in the future. And he comes up with the answer of, because Iron Man asks Tony Stark asks Doctor Strange, which reality do we win then? And he goes, one. We win in one reality. So guys, is the reality our reality, or do we get to see the other realities? Because there are other realities in the comics, guys. There's the New 52. No, that is DC. No, he is 52. 52. New 52, let me know in the comments, guys. I'll have to check that one. But anyway, guys, there's only one reality that Thanos doesn't win. But I'm hoping it's ours, because you don't find out at all at the end of the film. You find out a very big fucking deal at the end of the film, guys. Again, I'm not apologising for that. It's a bit dismaying at the end. Huge spoiler there as well, guys. Because I'm coming close to the end of the film, where he's got every stone bar one. Because, like I said, Doctor Strange and Iron Man have been defeated. Because all the rest have been defeated. They've all been taken down. None of them are really wearing armor, but Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't get his ass handed to him really. He just gets thrown around a lot, but he's wearing his Iron Spider suit. And again, guys, the Iron Spider suit is friggin' awesome. Friggin' awesome. It has those arms that you were imagining that it would have. It's got his spider arms, and it's the Iron Spider. It can't be anything else. They just remastered it and made it look better. So he's wearing that armor, and again, it's like the bleeding edge armor. It attaches and then wraps itself around him. On and off masks as at will. No more peeling them off his face. But with the Soul Stone, with all bar one stone in Thanos' possession, he then portals to Earth to see his hordes being attacking the heroes. He pays them no mind. He doesn't battle with them at all, because what he is only there for is the stones. By this point, like I said, guys, he's got all bar one stone, and the only stone that's left is in Vision's head. And as you can imagine, Nobody wants that to happen because it has to be taken out of his head. They do their very best to destroy the stone, and the Vision has to kind of make a big sacrifice. It asks Scarlet Witch to destroy the stone because he obviously doesn't want Thanos to have it. Nobody wants Thanos to have it because it's the last stone, and if he gets it, he's a complete god and unstoppable, and in the click of his fingers could wipe out the universe, or half the universe. But as I was saying, they're trying to destroy the Soul Stone, and pop, there he comes. There comes Thanos. They do their very best to defeat Thanos, but again, guys, he's got all but one stone there. That's the only one he needed. And as we see Scarlet Witch trying to destroy the stone and saying bye to her love, with Vision and Scarlet Witch are in great deep love at this point. They are visited by Thanos. None of the Black Order are really about anymore. And as they try and defeat Thanos, whilst Vision is trying to do so, and Scarlet Witch, and they're kind of on their own. And as they find out, Cap then runs over to help out on the fight. The scene in the trailer where he's holding up the gauntlet against Thanos, it doesn't really go down as well as you thought it would, guys. Yeah, Cap gets swept away, pushed away like he's a fly, and he's nearly the strongest Avenger. Then you get Vision. Again, guys, if you don't want to hear this, you need to tune out, and this is a spoiler. Loses his stone. Vision has lost his stone. Thanos, this is coming to the end of the film now, guys. Thanos then places the last stone into the gauntlet. The stone is placed. Thanos is happy. He's finally achieved his goal, and as he says, I can wipe you out with a click of my finger. Poof. If you want to know what happens at the very end, guys, keep tuned, keep watching. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more, or hit me up on Instagram, guys. There's a little bit more to the end of the film, guys. If you want to know what it is, and you checked it out and you want to chat, guys, please feel free to do so down in the comments. But again, guys, thank you very much for watching my review. Let me know what you think of my review down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Come over to Instagram. I'm Bloot084. Clicking my fingers. And I'm out.